My lord, the Khan calls for you.
Tell him I'm meditating.
My lord, the Khan is growing suspicious. You walk out every night.
I go out not to escape heaven. But to meet what heaven forgot. The heart. My lady, what is your name?
My name is Lhamo Tshering.
You sing like an angel, a nightingale I never saw in my life.
Thank you.
There's a gift for you.
Oh, you returned?
Even prayers return to where they began.
By the way, who are you? And why do you hide your name?
Names tie people to places. I wish Mike could stay beside you forever.
You're not a merchant, are you?
No. But I sell prayers to the wind.
Then the moon must be jealous tonight.
Shooting Aluyadi, Thari Jalumido. Otaya Jatiso, Lita Laleo, Nato Pemibo, she's on Chalala. Otaya Jatiso, Lita Laleo, Nato Pemibo, she's on Chalala.
If we keep on meeting like this, does it make it real?
It makes it true.
Jadi chu kermo ngala shutierda thari chang la midro litha korniloyo thari chang la midro litha korniloyo.
If this is wrong, may it be wrong in every lifetime, so I can find you again.
Then may we be wrong together in every life, in every form, until we find each other again.
These flowers look so beautiful.
These red ones,
Yes,
they are as beautiful as you are.
thank you.
Do you like it?
Yes, of course.
My lord, they know the Khan's men are here.
What will they do to him?
Accuse him of divine vows, of heresy and love.
I'll go with you.
No. If the gods take my name, keep me alive in your songs. Don't cry, my dear. If there's karma, we'll meet again.
In another life?
Under the same sky.
have arrived with Tshoki, as you commanded.
You defied your vows with your earthly attachment. Repent and beg for mercy.
I will not repent for being human. If love is a sin, then let the heavens strike me down for it. I refuse to bow. Not to you. Not to any man who twists faith into chains. My heart is not a crime, O great Khan. My compassion is not weakness. And if this is the price I have to pay for, then let my truth be carved into history.
Execute him.
I was born as a saint, but loved as a man. And for that, I was never truly lost. The moon will rise again in the land of snow. Tell her, O white crane, that I love her through eternity.